What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I've got two Wi-Fi battles for now and probably another one later on in the evening. There's supposed to be Pixelmon tonight, but I didn't have time to do an episode, so unfortunately this Sunday there's not going to be an episode. But looking at his team, he had a Zapdos, he had a Garchomp, he had a Dragonite. I'm 90% sure he had another thing weak to ice, so Weavile and Greninja were two completely necessary brings. And judging by all of the physical attacking guys he had, and the fact that he had two electric types, I figured Crocodile would be best. And you know what? Bisharp has just been such an MVP lately that I was like, I'm gonna bring him too. So he leads off with Zapdos and Rotom Wash, and I lead off with Greninja and Bisharp, the uncomparable duo. I believe I go for the Mat Block. I was fearing the Choice Scarf Rotom, but clearly it's not Choice Scarf, so I have nothing to fear. I put up that mat, they go for the Volt Switch, doesn't happen. He goes for the Heat Wave, it doesn't happen. I get my sub down, so now we're sitting at a comfy area. I go for the Ice Beam, because that Zapdos needs to go down. It has super effective attacking type. It needs to go down. It goes down because guess what? I'm running Greninja. Lose a little HP because of that nice Life Orb. He Volt Switches me, does a lot of damage, and yeah, I mean that did a lot of damage. But oh well. He sends out Garchomp. Why are you sending out Garchomp, man? I have a Greninja. Must have a Yachi Berry, right? No, I didn't think that at the time. Like, it's Garchomp, it's 4 times weak, it's gonna go down to an Ice Beam. Then he sends out Dragonite. I'm like, oh, which one do I go for? Ooh, which one do I go for? But it doesn't matter because I go down. And I believe I had chose Dragonite because of its Dragon Dance and multi-scale, because it's harder to take down. But oh well. I go here with the Iron Head towards the Garchomp, confirming that I did use the Ice Beam on the Dragonite. Unfortunately, the Iron Head wasn't enough, but I don't really care right now because Sucker Punch will take it down, so I fake out the Dragonite so it doesn't get off any damage today. And I go for the Sucker Punch on the Garchomp. Surprisingly, he did not see that coming, unless he doesn't run any status moves. Rough Skin's gonna hit me, but hey, I don't really care. I'm boosted up, there's nothing this guy can do to me now. He only has a Zapdos left. I'm sorry. Wow, I totally spaced there. He has a Rotom left, and I'm not too scared of that Rotom. Ishard takes down the Dragonite. That Dragonite got to do absolutely, positively nothing this game. But, goes for the burn on my Weavile, which is an odd choice. I go for the sub, which is also an odd choice, but I figure I thought I was faster than him, which I think is why he burnt my Weavile, but at the end he forfeits, so that was that match, because he couldn't win at that point. And now on the second match, he brought some things that I haven't dealt with in a while. Thundurus, namely, and Heatran, and actually Heracross, so I didn't really know what to do. I brought Crocodile and Weavile, Crocodile mainly for that Heracross, Weavile mainly for the Thundurus. I brought Bisharp. I'm not really sure why. Don't know what I can use with him against his team. And I brought Sableye for the burn support. But you may be able to tell that these videos are a little brighter than normal. Yeah, I recorded them in a different location because of how everything works out. So in comes the Heracross and Thundurus, the exact things that I brought out my guys to counter, which is kind of funny. I intimidate both of them, but I didn't think that was enough for the Heracross, so I actually switch in my Sableye, predicting a close combat. He Mega Evolves. I figured as much. I didn't really think it would be doing much else. He didn't have another Mega. I fake out the Thundurus because I really don't know what this thing's going to do, and I don't want to deal with it right now. Heracross goes for the Bullet Seed on my Sableye, and even though it is a 5 attack thing, it looks like I'm going to be able to eat this up. Don't think he'll be able to do more than 50%, and especially considering that his main stab is... Oh no, it's neutral. My bad. But I go for the Ice Shard expecting the KO, and it KOs! Woo! I really don't know what Thunderous does. I really don't. And getting that KO was really important to me. But I go for the burn on Heracross. I land it. He goes for the close combat, but since I'm such a glass cannon, I'm going to go down anyway. Since my Weavile is Pickpocket and he is Mega, I didn't get a chance to steal his item. That's fine. If he was running Choice Band, that would have been such a perfect combination right there. He sends in Heatran, and I know at the end of this round, Weavile is going down. So I go for a last-ditch effort to do some sort of damage against that Heracross, and unfortunately, I don't do very much. So now it's Heracross and Heatran versus my Sableye, and what's he gonna do? He goes for Pin Missile. I'm at a little above half. This should not kill me whatsoever. And in fact, I do live after this fifth Pin Missile. My math is off. With 29 HP, I go for the knockoff. I know it's not going to do very much, but I can get rid of their items. I used to run Foul Play, Sableye, but I actually think knockoff is a much better option. So I Intimidate again. This Heracross, he's not going to be doing very much to anyone on the field. I go for the recover on my Sableye because, you know what, I'm down with my HP. I need that HP back. Heatran goes for the Magma Storm and hits my Sableye. And I survive, you know? Granted, that recover was a little worthless. I could have done something else, maybe taunt, I don't know. Can't Will-O-Wisp the Heatran, that's pretty obvious, but my Sableye goes down anyway to my own Earthquake. Heracross survives that, and it's surprising, but look how little damage he does, and I do know he is burnt, he is down, he's -2 attack, so he's really not going to be doing much damage to me anytime soon. But I'm glad that Heatran's out of the way, and I believe the only one left he has is Togekiss. So what do I do for this Togekiss? I bring in my Bisharp. Not afraid of the close combat from the Heracross. I don't think he's faster than me. But turns out I'm the fastest thing on the field. It's impressive. I always forget that I run max speed. Or, well, I don't think I'm Jolly, I think I'm Adamant. But I take him down with the Crunch, and that was a pretty simple battle, really. Not much to say. I didn't know how to handle threats, and I ended up handling them pretty well. So, thank you for watching.